Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussed about the analysis of amplifier stages, considering the DC analysis of transformer coupled class A power amplifier. Let us continue with the analysis of maximum EC output power. This is the graph of the collector current versus the collector to emitter voltage IC versus VCE. We have the output current. This is the waveform IC max, IC min, IC peak to peak. Then we have the collector to emitter voltage, right? We know how to get the output waveform. That is, we have the input signal here, right? Input signal between these 2 points, Vi. So from that we are getting the output voltage, right? I have explained this, how to obtain the output signal from the collector current and the input signal. Okay. And then the slope of the DC load line is given by -1 upon R1 DC. This I explained in the previous class. Is it not? Then the slope of AC load line, it is given by -1 upon RL dash. It is -1 upon RL dash. Now how we are getting this -1 upon RL dash? Here the equation of KVL will be VCC minus IC into RAC. Right, because distance of the coil, that is VCC, you need to minus IC into, it is same as the equation that we opt for the R1 DC or RAC plus VCE. Efficiency that is equal to VCC minus VCE. Okay, then IC into RAC, then I will get CE plus VCC by RAC. It is of the form Y is equal to MX plus C, where M is equal to -1 upon RAC. Is it not? That will become the slope. That is how we are getting -1 upon RAC as the slope of the load line. Okay, slope of the AC load line. Okay, -1 upon RL dash or -1 upon RAC. Fine. Then here this is the Q point what we have obtained. Then this at Q point, this on the x-axis, which is VCEQ is equal to VCC. This we have derived in our previous class of the DC analysis of transformer coupled class A amplifier. We have got the equation VCE is equal to VCC. The maximum voltage will be more than VCE, or it will be more than VCE is equal to VCC, because this is VCE max, right? And this VCE max is more than this VCE is equal to VCC horizontal line. Yes or no? That is how we are getting the VCE max as more than VCEQ is equal to VCC. The DC power of the circuit is given by PIDC is equal to, the DC power is given by, we consider the DC power here, that is VCC into ICQ, VCC into ICQ. Okay, that is V into I, VCC into ICQ. That gives the DC power of the circuit. Okay. Here we are making one assumption. We are assuming that the transformer has 100% efficiency. 100% efficiency means the power delivered to the load is equal to the power output. The power delivered to the load is equal to the power output. Okay, power delivered to the load is equal to power output. That is, if we consider the circuit here, this is the power delivered to the load RL, that is equal to the power output. Okay, so if the two powers are equal, then the efficiency will be 100%, because efficiency is output power by input power, and both the powers will cancel because both of them are equal, and hence the efficiency will be 100%. Yes or no? AC power developed across the primary is given by AC power across the primary is given by the equation. P naught AC is equal to, actually it is P naught AC is equal to VC RMS IC RMS, right? It is V into I, that is the AC output power. But we know that V RMS is equal to VM by root 2 and I RMS is equal to IM by root 2. Therefore, here we will get P naught AC will be equal to root 2 into root in the denominator will become root 4, that is 2. Therefore, we get P naught AC is equal to VC peak into IC peak. VC peak is nothing but VC max. Yes or no? So it is P naught AC is equal to VC peak into IC peak divided by 2. Now from the above figure, what will be VCE max? Let us see the VCE max. So VCE max here, this is nothing but it is VCE or VCC from the origin to this intersection here, then plus VCE peak. Now VCE max is from the origin, whatever we have up till VCE max, that is our VCE max. It is given by 0 to, that is origin to this VCEQ is equal to VCC plus this amount of voltage, that is VCE peak. Is it not? That is VCE max is equal to VCC plus VCE peak. Similarly, I can write VCE min. VCE min, this is given by, so from the origin to this intersection is VCEQ is equal to VCC. If from this origin to VCC, if I subtract VCE peak, then I will get 0 to VCE min, right? 0 to VCC minus this VCE peak, that will give me from 0 to VCE min or VCE min. That is the equation that I'll be writing is VCE min is equal to VCC minus VCE peak. Take it as equation 4. Let us add equations 3 and 4. If we add equations 3 and 4, then we get VCE max plus VCE min, that is equal to 2 VCC. VCE max plus VCE min is equal to 2 VCC because VCE peak and minus VCE peak will get cancelled, or VCC will be equal to VCE max plus VCE min divided by 2. Take it as equation number 5. Let us now substitute equations 3 and 4. Substituting equations 3 and 4, that is VCE max. Now we will be calculating here VCE max minus VCE min. Right? First we calculated VCE max plus VCE min. Next is VCE max minus VCE min. That will be VCC minus VCC will get cancelled. VCE peak minus of minus VCE peak will be VCE peak plus VCE peak, or it will be 2 VCE peak. So the equation will be, students, VCE max minus VCE min will be 2 VCE peak, or that is equal to VCE peak to peak. Then what will be VCE peak? VCE peak will be equal to VCE max minus VCE min divided by 2. That is VCE peak is nothing but half of VCE peak to peak. Correct? That is VCE peak is equal to VCE peak to peak divided by 2. Similarly, IC peak is equal to IC max minus IC min by 2. Right? How we got the equation for VCE peak. Similarly, the equation for IC peak can also be obtained down similar lines as IC max minus IC min divided by 2, or that is further equal to IC peak to peak divided by 2. Take these two as equation 6 and 7. Now let us use these equations in equation 2. If we substitute these two equations, VCE peak and IC peak, in the equation 2 here, we get P naught AC is equal to, that is VCE peak into IC peak by 2. Now let us substitute VCE peak and IC peak. Therefore, we will be getting P naught AC is equal to VCE max minus VCE min by 2 into IC max minus IC min by 2. Therefore, in the denominator we have 2 into 2, that is 4, and there is already a 2 in the denominator here. So 4 into 2, that will give us 8 in the denominator. Yes. Therefore, P naught AC will be equal to VCE max minus VCE min into IC max minus IC min, the whole divided by 8. Take it as equation number 8. Now P naught AC is also equal to VCE peak to peak. That is the other part of the equation. VCE peak to peak by 2. VCE peak is equal to VCE peak to peak by 2, and IC peak is equal to IC peak to peak by 2. That is, if I substitute VCE peak to peak by 2 and IC peak to peak by 2, then we will get P naught AC is equal to VCE peak to peak into IC peak to peak. In the denominator we are having here, that is divided by 2 and divided by 2, that is into 2 by into 2, it will be 4, and we already have a 2 here, VCE peak into IC peak by 2. Therefore, it will be 4 into 2 in the denominator, that is, it will be 8. Therefore, what we are getting here, students, we are getting P naught ACV is equal to VCE peak to peak into IC peak to peak divided by 8. Let us number this as equation 9. But IC peak to peak is equal to VCE peak to peak by RL dash. It is Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. How we are getting this? Let's go back to the circuit. That is IC peak, the current here, right? Current flowing into the collector, IC peak to peak, that is VCE peak to peak divided by the resistance, right? RL dash. The primary coil resistance is RL dash in the primary side of the transformer. That is IC peak to peak is equal to VCE peak to peak divided by RL dash. That is IC peak to peak is equal to VC peak to peak divided by RL dash, or VC peak to peak is equal to IC peak to peak into RL dash. Now let us use these relations in equation 9. If we substitute these relations, these two in equation 9, then we get P naught AC is equal to, that is VC peak to peak, IC peak to peak is VC peak to peak by RL dash. Therefore, it will be VC peak to peak into VC peak to peak divided by 8 RL dash. That is VC peak to peak square by 8 RL dash. That is further equal to, that is VC peak to peak is 2 times VC peak. VC peak to peak is 2 times VC peak. Therefore, VC peak to peak will be equal to 4 VC peak square divided by 8 RL dash. 4 ones are 4 twos are 8. Therefore, this is simplified to VC peak square by 2 RL dash. Now, P naught AC, if I now use the equation, VC peak is PC peak to peak is equal to IC peak to peak into RL dash. Then I get P naught AC is equal to, substitute in place of AC peak to peak as IC peak to peak into RL dash. That will give us P naught AC is equal to IC peak to peak square into RL dash square, that divided by 8 RL dash. Therefore, 1 RL dash in the numerator will cancel with 1 RL dash in the denominator. So in the numerator, 1 RL dash will remain. Therefore, the equation will be IC peak to peak square into RL dash divided by 8. Now, IC peak to peak is nothing but 2 times IC peak, correct? Am I right? IC peak to peak is 2 times IC peak, correct? 2 times IC peak. Therefore, IC peak to peak square is can be written as 2 IC peak square, 2 IC peak the whole square, or it is 4 IC peak square RL dash by 8. That is 4 ones are 4 twos are 8. Therefore, in the denominator will be left with 2. That is IC peak square into RL dash by 2 is the equation for the AC output power. Now, students, these are the various equations of the maximum AC output power, whatever we have obtained here. Next, let us find the AC power delivered to the load. The AC power delivered to the load on the secondary side, it is given by PL is equal to VL RMS into IL RMS. Because it is the AC power, therefore the AC power is nothing but the RMS power, correct? That is PL load power is equal to VL RMS into VL, that is load voltage RMS into load current RMS. Now we are using the Ohm's law again, that is IL RMS is equal to VL RMS by RL. In the secondary side, here, IL RMS, right? In the secondary side here, IL RMS is equal to V load voltage, that is VL RMS divided by the load resistance RL in the secondary side of the transformer. So students, what will be PL then again? Substitute for IL RMS as VL RMS by RL. If we substitute in equation 12, IL RMS as VL RMS by RL, then we get PL is equal to VL RMS square divided by RL. Just as we are getting P is equal to V square by R. Number this as equation 13. Then we are substituting VL RMS is equal to IL RMS into RL. That is the Ohm's law. V is equal to I into R. If we substitute that, then we get PL is equal to IL RMS square into RL. Take it as equation 14. The load current IL RMS is obtained as, here we are using the transformation ratio equation of the transformer, that is I1 by I2 is equal to N2 by N1, or I2 by I1 is equal to N1 by N2. That is IL RMS, our I2 is IL RMS here, that is the load side, that is I2 secondary current divided by primary current. Primary current is the collector current, that is IC. That is equal to N1 by N2. Primary turns divided by secondary turns. Already studied this equation in your first year level. That is IL RMS by IC RMS is equal to N1 by N2. Therefore, what will be IL RMS, students? IL RMS will be equal to IC RMS into N1 by N2. Just cross multiply this IC RMS to the RHS. Therefore, IL RMS will be equal to IC RMS into N1 by N2. As we have assumed the transformer to be ideal, the efficiency will be 100%. That means what? I told you all, the meaning of 100% efficiency is the load power is equal to the output power. The load power at the secondary is equal to the output power at the primary. If the transformer is practical, that is, if the transformer is not ideal, then PL and P0 AC are related by the equation. PL is equal to eta TFR into P0 AC, or PL divided by P0 AC is equal to eta TFR. What is this eta TFR? Eta TFR is the efficiency of the transformer. It is the efficiency of the transformer. It is efficiency of transformer is given by load power divided by the AC output power. Okay. So that's all for today's class, students. In today's class, we discussed about the maximum AC output power, right? Considering that AC load line has a slope of -1 divided by RL dash, the various equations that we got for AC output power, AC maximum AC output power, that is P0 AC, right? One equation is P0 AC is equal to VCE peak square by 2 RL dash. Another one is P0 AC is equal to IC peak square into RL dash by 2. Then P0 AC is also equal to VCE peak to peak into IC peak to peak by 8. Okay, these are few of the equations for a maximum AC output power. Then the AC power delivered to the load, how much amount of AC power is delivered to the load, that is given by these equations, that is PL is equal to IL RMS square into RL, and PL is equal to VL RMS square divided by RL. Fine. Then if the transformer is 100% efficient, then load power is equal to AC output power. If the transformer is a practical transformer or not ideal transformer, then we have the load power is divided by the AC output power is equal to eta TFR, where eta TFR is the efficiency of the transformer. I hope you all have understood, students. If there are any queries, just send your queries to me. I'll clarify your queries. Thank you.